Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Hello everyone, checking in on the marijuana sector. Another bleak day, not necessarily because we dropped to lower lows, but the S&P 500 went up over 4%, and the sector did not participate in any way, shape, or form as bulls would have hoped they would have. So, we also had TLRY earnings after hours, and this is the result. So not good. Most names are down after hours, not by a huge amount, but just lower than where we closed. CGC, Cron, all these names, because TLRY is back down, testing the all-time low of 1320. So if we see a break of 1320 tomorrow, it is a daily bear flag being confirmed. So it'll be all about 1320. For CGC, could this be a daily bear flag? Yes, absolutely. Hourly time frame, you can see we're not seeing significant weakness after hours, just a little bit of a hit. If 1806 breaks tomorrow, the odds of a daily bear flag will increase significantly, as the only support after that is 1748. We know that even if it's not a daily bear flag, still just looking for a lower high. So that's where the sector finds itself right now. Is it a daily bear flag or is it not? Either way, daily lower highs anticipated. APHA, very weak. Only support is 341 and 331. After hours, we're down at the low of the day. And it's a daily bear flag setup. The burden of proof is on the bulls to prove to us that it is not a daily bear flag. ACB didn't even break the high of Friday on a day when the market went up 4%. And we broke support by a penny. Bears still in control there. Cron closed strong, up at the high of the day. Anything under 768 is a daily lower high. After hours, giving some of that back. Giving a good bit of that back. We closed around $6, and we're down a solid 3 to 4%. TLRY we just did. Hexo is a daily bear flag setup. If we break 109, the odds of the bear flag increase. OGI, a little bit more space to work with. Bulls want to see a move up to the mid $2 range to negate the daily bear flag. VFF is a possible daily bear flag. Need more follow through. Hourly supports into tomorrow will be key. Let's see after hours. Not much going on. Labs, potential daily bear flag. Anything under 335 is a daily lower high. VLNS, a little bit more space for the bulls to work with percentage-wise, but just looking for the daily lower high. So the Canadian MJ space dropped with the market and did not bounce with the market. That's what we call a bearish correlation. And if you are following the MJ sector for the last 4 to 5 months, you know this all too well. And it seems unfair. Maybe it is, but that's the way it is. So we're just looking for daily lower highs with potential daily bear flags. On the US side of things on Friday, we had some news that the DEA is going to stay out of industrial hemp, at least for the time being, in terms of not requiring the DEA to test the hemp, not requiring a whole bunch of red tape, essentially. That being said, to me, I think about that and I think, well, the big boys are going to pay for it regardless. Yes, it would cost them some money and it may be a hassle, but it's going to keep the small players out of the space. So the fact that that's not the case, small players can now be directly competing still with more ease than if those were in place. Either way, the market responded bullish to it initially, which we'll look at in just a second. IIPR bouncing with the market. Resistance is 101.35. This is a bounce with the market. We are up 12% from the low of Friday. That's a significant move. That shows correlation to the SPY bulls. We're looking for a weekly higher low to form. And we need to see a daily trend change back to the bulls in order to say that weekly higher low has formed. So bulls will have a bit of work to do. So Curaleaf, nice save by the bulls. We started on Friday with a huge move up and no hourly consolidation. We pulled back hard at the open, but then did see a new high. So bulls keeping their momentum. All that being said, we're just looking for a daily lower high compared to 862. C-Web did not fare as well. Same Friday, huge bull move, gap up, and just all profit taking to the tune of 12% plus from the open and an hourly equilibrium. So high of 8, low of 695, lower high of 759, higher low of 697. So an hourly equilibrium as the bulls try and hold on to their Friday gains, coming off the all-time low. We're just looking for a daily lower high. TRUL didn't get any bounce or didn't get any follow through over the high of Friday. Just looking for a lower high compared to 1473. IAN, weak bounce still underway. Looking for a lower high. Our daily lower highs are set when we lose the hourly uptrends. So hourly higher lows are key to watch as well. CL, no bounce follow through. Again, we're not dropping, but we're not seeing any bullish action. HARV, anything under 338 is a lower high. And GTII, daily inside bar, no bounce, getting any follow through. So I have been trading MJ sector bounces plenty in the last 18 months. What has changed? The market is giving us more volatility than the MJ sector. Back when I was playing those bounces, you see that CGC dump to $13. That's huge volatility. That's opportunity. The market wasn't giving us volatility back then. But again, the market right now, I can look at Tesla moving huge ranges with huge liquidity. The bounce from the low to the high, 21%, blowing any MJ name out of the water. Leveraged ETFs for the S&P 500. So SPXS just saw a 21% pullback after going a massive 50% plus last week. So the reason I have no interest in MJ right now is obviously the prevailing trend. That didn't stop me in the past. It's the fact that there's better opportunities elsewhere. I will open my eyes to look at the sector again when we have a daily uptrend. But for me, trading is about if-then scenarios to keep it simple and keep emotion out of it. If MJ names are in daily downtrends, then I don't care at all what they're doing. If MJ names change their daily trend to the bulls, then I will start paying attention to the sector again. So that's where I personally stand. And you have to answer that question for yourself. Hope you are all well. See if the bulls can hold the recent lows and try and get some more bounce follow through. Have a good rest of your night. And we'll end it here with a little nature story. So yesterday out planting some more seedlings in trays, keeping them inside for now, but broccoli, cauliflower, I already did tomatoes and flowers and cabbage and all that good stuff. And the geese are back. So we have the 2 ducks that are back, and they're here every day now. And 7 of the geese returned, and they grew up here last year. They left a little bit sooner, but it was a family of 5 babies and 2 adults, and they're all back. Not sure if they're going to breed again or what, because it's going to get crowded quick, but they were all in the pond, and I left out the front door, and I looked down the pond, and I saw the ducks and the geese all really close together. I thought, that's strange. And then I saw they were all looking in the same direction. And this was middle of the day, about noon, and there was a brown fox. I thought it was a small dog at first, but there was a fox walking around the edge of the pond, and it made its way like it wanted to get into the pond. There was no chance it was going to get any of these animals, and the geese all started, as the fox started to try and make his way to water's edge, the geese started to square up against him and let him know that that wasn't going to fly. So first time I've seen a fox on the property, and a very interesting dynamic. The geese and the ducks get along really well. They definitely hang out with each other and let each other get close and don't mind each other. So we'll see how the family unit develops from here. Do good things.